I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under.
I guess I need to pull the mic up, huh?
That would be a good idea, yes.
Yeah, no, I know.
That
Sorry,
would be
I was-
kind of where the professionalism comes into play.
Who said we were professional?
A little bit there would
Who
be
said we
rather
were
nice. I'm just
professional?
saying would be
Who said?
good to be.
Who said?
You did.
When did I say that?
Peak of professionalism.
That was sarcasm. How? What? Like
You said it, though. You didn't say in what context.
yeah, but it
Da,
should
da,
have
da, da,
should have been
You
understood.
didn't say in context.
It's like, I'm sorry, sir, but you know this is a load of crap. We don't
Just going to continue on like I know what I'm talking about.
over and over and over again.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, that's just
whatever.
how it is.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
so-
I didn't say it. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
We're finally here for a Tuesday show.
And
Live.
Carrie's not.
And Carrie's not.
No,
Like, it
she's definitely not.
figures
She's
that's-
definitely not here right now. Carrie got tired.
She
like,
did.
Like tired. She was like, I'm falling asleep, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't blame her. It's been a day. It's like cold and rainy here.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Crappy.
Like a weird, cold, rainy thing. Like
Yeah.
not the
Almost like it feels like it's going back into winter.
just barely.
Not like it's just chilly.
No. It's
And so, no.
It was kind of cold.
It feels like winter is coming back.
I say that knowing full well that we have furries in the upper Midwestern region that are currently snowed in with like almost 6 foot of
Ugh.
snow.
Ugh.
So I understand where you're at, but I'm just
Enjoy
saying.
that. Well, at least they have the fur. To keep them warm.
Right.
So that's good.
Yeah.
You
They're
know.
good, at least in that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They can't get the truck out of the snow.
But at least they're not freezing to death, is the way I'm.
Is that where we're going with this?
Yeah, that's
This
the way I
is- this
figured.
is what we're
There's
doing with
always
it.
a
I mean,
silver
that's-
lining if you look for it.
Yeah.
If you look for it,
If you look for it.
it's always there.
Right.
I feel like that's a Disney song somewhere.
I think
I'm
you might need to
sure.
just hold on to that throughout the rest of the show.
Oh, goody.
Just saying. Just want to tidbits there. So the president of the Chicago Teachers Union instructed his members to
No, wait, that's ew. He has more than one member? That's disgusting. Like we've crossed into that as far as transgenderism goes now is like not only are you like having things lopped off and attached to you, but you're doing multiples of them now? Like that's just greedy and disgusting, by the way.
right. Well,
How do you convince a girl that no, look, I've got more than one? Check these babies out.
what he meant was
they drumsticks?
people who are members of the teachers union.
Oh. Well, that's not awkward at all.
Continuing on.
Yeah, please do.
He instructed his members to omit mentioning that they had received vaccine for COVID-19. Quote, it could negatively impact any accommodations you've been granted or requested. Jess Sharkey.
What?
Jess Sharkey.
That's Jesse.
That's Jess.
That's Jesse. I bet
It's a
you.
guy.
I,
So it's Jess
okay.
Sharkey.
Okay.
Stated, the union is not going to agree to this to that CPS that CPS can violate the plain language of the MOA, because we all know what the MOA is.
Oh yeah, no, don't talk
right.
down to me.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying. So for now,
Mm-hmm.
the union does not have an agreement with CPS. Chicago
Public
schools. Yeah.
Yeah. Not Child Protective Services.
Right. That's a different one.
That's here.
Yeah.
That's not over there.
On this issue, and we do not believe they can mandate disclosure until we complete negotiations. We recommend CTU members wait to complete the disclosure survey if you believe it could negatively impact any accommodations that you have been granted or requested so far.
So basically, hey, if you got the virus or if you got the vaccine,
Right.
and you think that by saying you had the vaccine that people are going to be trying to make you go back to work, then you should
You could.
Yeah, then you should just say you don't have it and
Or
lie
just
about
don't
it.
answer.
Or don't answer.
Just
yeah.
don't answer. Just don't answer.
Huh?
Just don't answer.
Because that's ethical, right? That's what you want the head of the teachers union for your schools and school district to be, is completely dishonest,
Yeah.
disingenuous, and ultimately, literally, obviously, all about money. And to hell with, putting kids back in schools or anything to that nature.
Exactly. So to disclose that this means that if the teachers have been accommodated by working at home and reveal that they've gotten the vaccine, they would imperil that situation. The teachers should simply avoid completing a disclosure survey that the Chicago Public Schools has sent to them. The school district, quote, and Chicago teachers unions have been involved in a public battle over whether to resume in-person instruction after months of virtual learning, despite the centers on what the union, the dispute centers on what the union has deemed inadequate safety protocol.
Because, that's up to the teachers union. Only teachers know
What's safe?
what's
and what
safe.
isn't.
Well,
Right.
at this point, the CDC doesn't even effing know. So
That's very true.
I might put a little bit more stake into them, be honest with you. Come on. I'm so tired of this. Let me do it this way. It's very clear,
Certainly.
as we've been saying forever,
Yes.
the teachers' unions are nothing but crooks and thieves and ways of, and an organization that is used to bilk money out of taxpayers. Period. Why are you laughing?
Slightly largely gaff-free Kirk
Uh-huh.
over on the Twitters. Didn't Jess Sharkey sing, "Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend." Back in the 80s?
Baby, you.
Didn't you do that back in the 80s? That was
I thought so.
Sharkey.
I thought so.
Makes sense.
So, okay, you want to talk about going back to classic, possible people who done something, whatever. So, me and the kids watched the original Mighty Ducks today, the first one. Okay. So, for giggle's sake, I looked up the cast.
Yeah.
Did you know that Juicy Smollett was in that movie?
What?
I did not know this. I couldn't recall the character because, of course, they
Juicy
don't.
Smothers?
Yes.
He's in the movie?
Yes. I did not know this. I don't know what character he officially played, mainly because of the fact that they're all showing them as adults now. And oh, dear God, time has not been good to any of them.
None of them.
None. Not even the girls.
Nope.
Bless their heart.
Sad to be them.
But no, I saw that. I thought that's a good tie-in.
It's a good tie-in there. That's a good,
Go Google it. The cast
I don't
of
wanna.
Mighty Ducks. And
I don't,
he's right there. And
I
he's
don't,
like, oh.
I don't wanna.
I
don't wanna.
suddenly don't like the original.
Sharkey stated.
I always like the second one anyway.
Yeah.
Better.
Sharkey stated, quote, "I don't have a problem with people answering that kind of survey. I do have a problem with CPS not bargaining it with us."
It's not your no. See that right there, trying to hold children and their education hostage.
That would be what
That's
the teachers
it.
union is doing.
They
yes.
didn't bargain with us. They didn't talk to us first. They aren't paying us for this.
No, that's not what the point. The point of, okay, once again, you're a public school system.
Mm-hmm.
There should not be anything associated with public
No.
and unionizing. Public unionizing doesn't make any sense because you're actually you're fighting against the people that pay your taxes,
Yeah.
that then pay you.
Yeah.
You're as a public union, you are standing up against the people that you serve.
Well, they don't care because they're the middleman. They take all this money and collect all this stuff, and they
Oh yeah, the union.
they
does
make
not
out like bandits.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, for a public school who's getting paid by the state,
Yes.
and in some cases also with things, but also federally in ways.
Right.
You're going to turn around then and have other people bargain for you to try and milk more stuff out of it. What is that? And then these are the same people who turn around and complain. Well, we're the worst. We're worst in the nation when it comes to education. None of our children, these poor kids in these inner cities, all we can't do, we're not reaching the children. All we're suffering. Maybe, just maybe,
You should actually try reaching the kids.
if you put the kids first instead of, I don't want to go to work anymore. I like sitting on my ass and only doing something through Zoom. Maybe if you put the kids' education first and actually push. And I'm not saying that all teachers don't. I believe a lot of them, if not most of them, do. It's your leaders.
Yes.
It's your people in positions of authority
Correct.
that have screwed you, and you guys have all just kind of accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
It just fathoms me
It
that
is.
people go through this kind of crap,
Yep.
and then they're shocked about the results.
And it goes on and on.
Yeah,
and
it's
on.
a giant story. People boo-hooing and whining. Oh, well, it's not fair. Well, we want to open up schools, and then turn around and they're like, well, you can't. Shut the hell up. Sorry, you just threw me off here. The Chicago Public Schools CEO, her name is Janice Jackson. And she countered by saying that parents are calling for a return to a classroom, inserting, quote, we are serving a large swath of our families who believe that this is the best choice for their students, and we believe we have a moral obligation to do so. End
It's
quote.
really just the Janice Jackson.
But it is
portion.
Janice
That's-
Jackson.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
That was Tito's daughter,
Right?
I think.
Probably so.
Might have been Jermaine, one of the two.
It's germane to know. Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Already. Okay. Okay.
Take a D4 damage.
This is what I think I'm playing. I think I'm going to start bringing a D20 in here and just every now and again just roll.
Just dad jokes, man. Just take a D4.
Have you listened to any more of
Yes,
that, by the
yes,
way?
I did.
Where are you at?
Like 5 episodes.
Really?
probably. Yeah,
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I told you.
Yeah,
It only gets better.
so good.
Yes. That's why I figured you'd done it. I was like, oh, wait, he had to have listened to some today. Had to
Yeah,
have.
not today, but yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm going to bring a D20 in from now on. We're going to have to come up with like character sheets. or
I've got
something
dice on the
stupid.
way.
Oh, do you really? You're a jerk. You get the light up ones?
No, because I couldn't find them.
Oh.
But I did get like a giant container. It's like 120 dice.
What, just different colors and stuff?
Different designs. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whole mess of them.
So it's like you could just bring people over and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have it? Don't worry about it.
I got a bag for you.
I got you squared.
I got bags.
Bags full of dice.
Bags of dice right here.
Adam
It's in my
W-
pocket.
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. Lying is a standard ops for most unions, private or public.
Uh-huh.
I want to pause right there for a second. I'll finish reading his tweet in a second. But it does kind of, I find it ironic too that there are unions for private businesses. Isn't that weird? Just spitballing because I mean, you're
private
already
business is one thing. It had
They're
a
both
purpose.
weird. No, they're
It
both
had a
weird,
But it
actually.
had a purpose at one time.
many
You had
moons
to
ago.
fight the man.
Yeah.
You know,
Many moons ago. I
once
understand.
again, the whole point of the union was to go at the man to get everybody, better pay and better situations
fairly
and treated
and-
fairly
yeah.
and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? The man is everybody else
Yeah.
when you're in a public union.
Now the union is the man.
The union is the man.
And I just,
He's the man.
the man.
He's the man.
Anyway, the quote continuing on. We had a union after having a member cooperate in an HR investigation, put out a copy of bylaws reminding everyone that it's a union policy to not rat out other members.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Continuing on another tweet. In fact, they ratted out non-members all the time because they were right to work state and they wanted to make a point.
So right to work state unless you're part of the union.
Like here. North Carolina's a right to work state.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can't. There's a.
Yeah, but you don't. But unions have no power here either.
Well, they don't. But just like he's talking about, they kind of do inside the company itself. They do. If you
Inside the company, sure, but in reality, they don't. They have no power. They have no draw.
yeah, and usually you're kind of made aware of how things are going to go, and you might get a chance, but like I can tell you right now that the company that I used to work for, that namely is a completely union company, and it rhymes with UPS. They told me I was the only person in there that wouldn't sign up for the whole thing. And I'm like, and I told the Teamster to his face in front of a room of orientees, I'm like, I'm not paying you to have a job. And like, well, but all these things we offer.
I'm not paying you to have a job.
I'm not paying you to have a job. And he's like, well, what if, something happens and your job's at risk? I'm like, well, did I do it? Is it my fault? He's like, well,
no.
I'm like, well, then I'll take that up legally my own way.
I won't worry about it. If you screwed up and it's affecting me, then I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, and if I'm the one who screwed up, then I don't deserve to be here.
Right.
Like I played the whole straight out merit thing, like for all, and he just stared at me, and everybody else was kind of like, "Rrr." And it went to the whole deal. Way we can protect your job, we can give you lawyers. No, he did.
You didn't.
Oh, I quit.
Exactly.
No. But I quit because I had found a better job.
Well, see, there
I would have been keep going there for a while.
You would have, yeah. Okay. All right.
But no,
that's fine. It's whatever.
But yeah. Yeah. So, but there's no point in having a union, especially in a right to work state, and especially for a private company.
So there's a new Santa Claus in town, right?
I haven't dyed my beard yet.
Not talking about you.
Oh, no. Santa Claus shouldn't be in town until December.
Yeah. They're in town now.
Now? Is this like the Rolling Stones? Are they back in town?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
The boys are back in town.
Wow. Thin Lizzy already? Good
Lord. I'm going there, man.
Holy God. Okay.
I'm full of them today.
Full of something. Okay.
Yeah. See, on Tuesday, that's today.
That would be today. Yeah.
Google revealed its new Nest Hub.
A Nest Hub.
Nest Hub.
What is Nest
Google
Hub?
Nest is like its home care system. So like you could do the thermostat with Nest, and you can do like speakers and everything else. You can connect everything in your house through Nest. Yeah,
I don't know how.
It's a real-time monitor of your entire house.
I've seen movies about stuff like this.
It's a very smart house.
It goes horribly, horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. It never works out in the end. So,
well, it's cool though because it's got a 7-inch touchscreen.
Well,
that you can also use to watch videos, check the weather, receive alerts, use streaming services, turn on the lights, and so much more. It's great.
Ask any woman, 7 inches is better than the average.
Oh. Well, actually.
Depends on which side of that. Depends on which side of that fence.
We needed both on that one.
Yeah.
I think we needed it both.
You know who you are out there.
So
I mean, don't get me wrong. It sounds cool,
right?
It sounds cool.
It does, doesn't it?
But
the second generation of the product will include technology that allows it to track your sleep with radar.
I'm sorry. There's going to be a constant radar scan in my home?
Yes. It's going to send out radar sensors and track your sleep through your heart rate and breathing patterns as well as your position.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because what could go wrong?
So it sees you when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake. You see where I'm going here?
It'll definitely know when you've been bad because it'll call the cops and have you arrested.
And good.
No, there's no good.
Oh.
There's no good. Like, again, the idea sounds really cool. However, we also know just how
weird Google is.
Not even weird. How all it takes is Big Brother to really dive in and go, hey.
There's a backdoor to all technology.
There always is a backdoor.
Every technology has a backdoor.
This is not. I mean, I'm at a point where, like, every time I hear about cool technology, for a split second,
you're like,
I'm
that's really cool.
Holy cool. That's all. I don't have to.
I'm never going to use that.
Damn. Just one more thing I'm not going to have.
Right. Just one more thing that you're never going to have.
Like, I will never have an Alexis. I'll never have a Echo. I'll never have any of that crap in my house.
Oh, I have.
Because the phones are bad enough.
Yeah,
the phones are bad enough.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them help. You know what I mean? I would rather it just be limited to just Apple and not Apple and Google and Amazon and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
with
you
the different
there,
products. I got one thing. I got the phones, and that's it. You do what you're going to do that way. At least
with Apple, you know that they'll at least stop anybody else from investigating without like a full-on warrant.
So I
and everything
might
else.
consider something like for Apple from them, you know, as far as like the home thing. But even that, I'm just like, is it cool and convenient? Yeah. But all that does in my brain just goes, it just makes you too lazy to go check this stuff yourself. You know what I mean? Did you leave the stove on? Don't worry, Adam. I'll take care of it for you. I've seen and read, Space Odyssey 2020. I know we don't need Hal, okay? Then that's where we're heading with this stuff. And I get that everyone's like, it's just a movie. It's fake. It's not really happening. No. Maybe. But I'm sorry. It just creeps me out that I live in the middle of nowhere for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. I get as far away from people as possible. Why in the hell would I let them be able to look at me otherwise? Why would I give you the opportunity to electronically watch me? If I don't want to be around you, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to live next to you. I don't want to be nothing. Leave me alone.
But no, it's great because you can set up the sensing settings and everything else. The microphone can also, check your breathing.
Yeah.
To make sure you're okay when you're sleeping. The microphone can be used to decide whether or not a person is snoring or coughing. And while other sensitive devices can check the room's temperature and make it any brighter, get rid of any bright lights, and all the data that it's used in the room in order to inform users on how well they sleep.
No, I can't.
It's all just to make you feel.
I can't go this way, man. I can't.
Because then you would have to go get a CPAP.
Screw that. I don't want
to. I'm just saying, you'd have to get one eventually.
Nancy Allborn over on Facebook. So want to play a game? Global thermonuclear war, perhaps? Yeah. See, no, I right there. I'm good. Again, it really sounds cool. That whole, the house of tomorrow, all of that's really cool sounding.
Until you remember that it's all connected.
And it's not even as all connected. That's not the problem. That's what makes it cool.
Yep.
That's why I like Apple. I can go from my phone to my laptop to my computer and not miss a beat.
Yes.
Okay. It's all cool to be connected. The problem with it is I know that people are sinful, corrupt human beings.
No.
Who are only out for themselves.
No.
Yeah. And because of that,
no,
it's going to come back and bite you in the tail. And it'll start off great. And everybody does that. Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, no. Well, as we've kind of seen with the past election,
people do things wrong, and even when you're monitored.
I was going to say, the definition of wrong is a little bit nuanced.
It's very, it's very.
Yeah, it's a little bit, murky, I guess is a way to I can't do it. And I don't fault anybody else who does it. I mean, knock yourself out, have fun with it. Have fun with it for me. I would love to be able to, not think and not do. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot I could do on my phone. I'm like, this is pretty cool.
This is sweet.
But no, I can't cross that line.
Yeah, so Stealth Jack all over on the Twitters here. Hashtag arm yourselves. If the house is sentient, I'm out. And then she also adds...
It pretty much is at that point when you're...
She also adds, if the Nest thinks you're harming your partner during sex, does it kill you?
Again, it's a HAL thing. I don't trust the computer to decide for me. I don't know, man.
It might call the cops. But you have to add some funky features to get it to kill you.
Maybe, but then again, do I have to?
I don't know.
Couldn't be somebody else monitoring it, could it? I don't know. B from the SAV thought getting banned from Twitter was bad. Wait till you get banned from Google Nest because the tweet deemed inappropriate.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
That's true.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
There it is. What?
No, I'm just doing the math and the timing, so technically we could carry on a lot longer than we're doing,
What do you mean?
time wise.
Carry on, my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you're gone.
Lay your weary head to rest.
Don't cry no more.
Go! Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun, 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 dun.
The beautiful people. Oh,
That's a different one.
it'd be a good match, though, I think.
Ah, jeez.
So we watched Old Yeller today, too? Old Yeller? No, Yeller's my dog. I'll do it. No, so we had to, well, I say we had to. We watched it today. There are so many things about that movie
Yeah.
that if anybody today watched it, like we're
Yeah.
sitting there like just to,
Like, ooh.
because the one guy shows up and he's like, "Can you get a woman cooking?" He's talking to the kid. I need a woman's cooking, and it's like, wow,
All right.
sir, you're sexist. You son of a bitch.
I need a woman cooking in my kitchen.
Yep. Oh, there was a laundry list of things. And it wasn't nothing like obviously overt or racial or anything like that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, they kept referring to the youngest kept referring to him as engines. You know, that doesn't go well.
That doesn't go well.
Shining them in a light because they're talking about being scalped.
Ooh.
Yeah, like-
yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
This is Defenders Live.
So good news on the reparations front.
Good news on the reparations front.
Yes, good news on the reparations front.
Wait, I'm sorry. What type of reparations are we talking about?
You know, the reparations to only black people. You know, that whole chestnut that everyone's...
so racism.
No, it's reparations. Racial reparations.
Racism.
Yeah. So
this is bad news on the racism front.
Well, I didn't say that. I said it was good news for the racial reparations part.
Continue.
I know it's such great news. Georgetown University has contributed $1 million to funding to a Catholic order that pledged to raise money for racial reparations.
Yes. Here,
Something about all that bothers you?
Really quick.
Sure.
Georgetown University.
Yes.
Very prestigious place.
Yeah. Well, Ivy League, actually.
League,
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah.
How many people could they actually afford to give tuition to for 4 years on $1 million?
At Georgetown, probably 2.
But
maybe 2.
But for real.
Maybe 2. I'm
on, it's not
serious.
that bad.
Maybe 2. Seriously? Maybe 10.
All right, now I gotta look at that.
Maybe 10. Them cats have got to be for, hold on, wait a minute, just for clarity, are we talking about just a simple 4-year? Because you don't go waste your time at a university like that for a 4-year degree. You're going for, masters at least.
I just want to know what the tuition rate is. What's the
masters at least?
Okay, so
that's what I'm saying.
Are we
Pick
talking
one.
like a graduate, undergrad?
I don't know.
Like if we get let's just
for
say,
undergrad is the low end.
Okay, let's say
So
undergrad.
we'll start
Let's
low.
say undergrad.
Undergrad, you're looking
Not
at
too bad.
28,000,
28,000 a pop
or almost
for
29,000
a full time per semester. So $3,000, basically $3,000. We'll say $3,000 if you add in insurance and all the rest of it.
They offer student health insurance. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So $3,000.
30
all right?
grand. You mean 30?
So $3,000.
No, that's just for the insurance
No, that's total.
for the year.
Oh, that's $3,000.
That's
there. Yeah,
3
so
year for
30
that.
grand. Yeah,
85 for that. Da, da, da.
So $30,000.
Yeah,
30 grand a year.
You say about there's more
That's
than that.
really not bad.
32 a year.
Okay, 30. Still, that's
No, not a year. 32 a semester. There are 3 semesters in a year. $100,000 for 1 year. I told you. I told you. You might get 2 people through there.
Fall and then spring semester. Well, there's 2 semesters.
Yeah, but that's
so $50,000.
No, look at the year.
Yeah.
That's
So
just, hey, this is how much we've
$50,000.
gone up since.
Yeah. But basically, so it's like $50,000. So $62,000 a year.
Uh-huh.
$62,000 a year. Yes. $62,000 or $64,000.
There's 3 semesters in a year.
No, there's only 2. There's spring and fall semesters. There's only 2.
The college I went to had 3.
Then you went to a weird college.
VGCC over here.
Then you went to a weird college.
Maybe.
They must have had a summer class.
It might be a summer thing.
That
But I
must
just
have been-
assume but that's what I'm saying. I'm counting that as an
there's-
option.
No, this is not counting that.
For you're
This is
doing
just regular.
normal.
Just normal.
Okay,
regular,
normal.
just
Okay,
2
okay.
semesters a year.
So 2 semesters. Okay.
So $65,000.
Mm-hmm.
$65,000
Times 4.
is what?
I don't know. You're the
300
math guy. No, look
What?
at me. I can't do math.
That's 6 times 4.
You do it.
God, it's 24. So it's 240.
So 240,000.
Yeah, it's 240,000 a person
Okay.
for 4 years.
For a 4-year. That's for an undergrad.
Or excuse me, 250 because we're doing the thing.
Okay, yeah. So rounding it up, $250,000 for. Okay, so I was wrong.
4 people.
It was 4 people. It wasn't 2 people. Woo! Good thing we did that math. We should save 2 people.
Yeah, save 2 people. Okay, so it's really not that much.
There was never that much. That's the whole point that I was trying to get to with all this. It wasn't that much to begin with. $1 million for Georgetown University is a drop in the bucket.
Jesus, that's crazy.
That's nothing. And what's worse is they didn't raise it. They're contributing it to a fund that a Catholic order has been doing that's raised to pledge them or is pledged to raise the money for it. So they're not even doing it for their own thing. They're just
doing
giving
it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Because they're getting a tax write-off for it.
They're doing a donation and that's it. A donation of a donation. That's all it is. On Tuesday, the New York Times announced that a Catholic order pledged to raise $100 million for the descendants of slaves once owned by Georgetown University via a new foundation. In an email obtained by the local news thingy right there, the Georgetown's president announced that the schools contributed $1 million to support the planning and assistance necessary to create the framework and structure of the foundation. So it's not even actually for the foundation. It literally is for the foundation. It's for the people to
foundation.
work. It's to get them started. It's not even actually to be used for anything.
Not for the reparations.
It's not for the reparations. It's for the fund.
So actually, it is good news on the racist front.
Yes, because nobody gets shit. The school said it is looking, quote, forward to supporting and partnering with the foundation moving forward. You know, it is not hard for them to offer, as racial as it would be and as racist as it would be, for them to offer, free tuition to these people or even half price. Like the
right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They have so much money.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just offer school?
Do you know why they don't?
Because they're racist?
Nope. Because they don't care any more than any normal human being does.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big deal, but they don't want to be looked at as not caring.
Oh.
So they have to throw them a bone.
Okay.
$1 million.
$1 million is really nothing when you get to there.
This Catholic order is trying to raise $100 million, and that's what the fund's pot is. That doesn't count what they're doing, which is the $100 million just for the planning and the framework.
Right.
And the structure. That's not the pot.
No.
$100 million. It would not be hard for Georgetown to pull something like that out. Or like we mentioned before, offer tuition at reduced or free.
Yes.
All kinds of stuff. But no, they don't want to do that. Why? Because they do have their standards. They do want to maintain their stuff, and they do want people to still show up. Because all you have to do is announce that you're going to give away free tuition to only black people that are allegedly of slave families, and that school, and that school is going to suddenly not be so prestigious. And not because of the people that will be going there, but because of the fact that everyone else is going to be like, screw this. Why do these people get to get in for free? And we're paying out that literally $250,000 for a kid to go as an undergraduate. Screw this. And they won't show up no more. So, the Society of Jesus. It's a weird name, even for Catholics.
Right.
A Roman Catholic order commonly known as the Jesuits, in partnership with the GU 272 Descendants Association.
Yep, you got it right.
Has launched the Descendants Truth and Reconciliation Foundation.
Descendants, truth, and reconciliation.
No, it's the Descendants Truth and Reconciliation. So it's Descendants, it's their truth and reconciliation.
Oh,
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. To raise money in part for reparations for the descendants of slaves of the order once bought and sold. The GU 272 Descendants Association is a nonprofit that supports the goals, objectives, and aspirations of the 272 enslaved people who were owned and sold to keep Georgetown College, now Georgetown University, open in 1838. So now you know what the whole
GU
272 means.
Okay, so question.
Sure.
Just another question.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
GU 272, the Descendants
Mm-hmm,
Association. Are you actually descendants of those people?
I got a better one for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
So 1838 was the only time that this college was
Selling slaves.
selling slaves?
Yeah, apparently.
Just then?
Just
it was
then,
a
yeah.
1 year, one time sale. It was a BOGO deal. They couldn't resist. Is that what it was?
Yeah. First come, first serve.
I see y'all eyeballing this guy over here. I'll tell you what, if you take this guy today, I'll throw in this lady and that kid.
And you know what? I have 272 in the back.
Yeah. You look like you could use a couple people. Come on over here. Seriously?
I got a deal for you.
1838 was the only time ever in Georgetown college history that they had and sold slaves.
No.
So why only 1838 is what I'm curious about. And does that kind of negate all the ones before and after?
Maybe it was the last time?
Doesn't matter. What about the ones before? Were they not important?
I don't know.
Like
I got nothing for you there.
In an email to students, University President John J. DiGiorgio
John Jacob DiGiorgio
said that the $1 million donation was just the beginning of the school's work to atone for its role in the slave trade. You know what their work to atone should be?
Teaching people?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Maybe their job?
I was going to say, you know what you do is if
their job.
I heard that your family is direct descendants of slaves, and I am so sorry about that. I'm not going to treat you like a douche because I'm going to treat you how I would like to be treated.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to treat
There
you
you
like
go.
a normal person, and I'm going to base my...
Until you screw me over.
I'm going to base my judgment on you based upon your merit.
Yes.
And treat you like a human being. Is that cool?
That's probably the
right?
best way you can atone. Not this, here, let's dump money because people are crying and whining and that's what they want.
Until you decide to act like a douche, and then when you act like a douche, I will reciprocate.
Quote, we now have the conditions in place for us to accelerate Georgetown's work on a related effort, which will further our community's engagement with the descendants. Now they do. Not the past 10, 15, 20 years or longer that they've been, seriously charging out the nose.
Right.
No. Just now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they also did just pick 1838. So,
insurrection with a selfie stick over on the Twitters. Georgetown College, 1838. Quote, just this once. And then I'm off the stuff for good.
or you could also take it. Hey, just the tip. Can I just put
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Yep, it was just the tip.
In October 2019, Georgetown's student body passes a referendum committing the school to contribute $400,000 a year to support community-based projects.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Community-based projects. You know that the whole descendants thing does fall underneath that.
So they're going to spend an additional $400,000 a year.
On top of the $1 million they just contributed.
Okay, so you literally are giving away 4 years of tuition
to somebody.
for 2 people every year.
Yeah, but that's not good enough because people don't want that. They want money because money is what fixes everything, not...
It is money. You're giving them a free education.
No, come on. Just giving someone fish does not feed them.
You're teaching them an education.
No, giving them fish is better than teaching them to fish for themselves.
Why?
Because then they don't have to go fish. Duh. Oh, God. You're such a white man. According to Georgetown's student newspaper, students voted overwhelmingly to pass
How dare you?
a semesterly fee of $27.20 per student that goes directly to GU 272.
A semester.
How many students?
Fee
how many students
per child.
Look up real fast how many students they had.
All right.
How many students currently go
Let's see.
to Georgetown?
Georgetown University.
I would love to know that one.
Population.
Okay.
Student population. They have
Student population.
There are 19,204 students, including 7,454 undergrads and 11,000 graduate students.
Okay, so that was 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, so 19,000.
Yeah.
19,000 times
Yeah.
$27.20.
What?
19,000.
Okay, well, I got to bring
Yeah,
the
there you
calculator for that
go.
one,
Come
'cause
on, math.
I'm
Do the
not-
math. It's just math.
Yeah, do the
Come
basic
on,
math.
shut
I'm
up.
not doing that.
19,204
Uh-huh.
times $27.20.
So 27 times 19,000.
19,000.
So 20,000.
No.
That's 200,000. 20,000.
No, 19,002 is 19,000. Okay. So that's what? $544,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
That's not $400,000 a year.
I was going to say, no, but we're not done yet.
Okay. All right.
Multiply that times 2.
All right. So times 2.
Because
That's $1.8 million.
because they're because it says pass a semesterly fee. So they're paying it every semester.
That's $1,088,000 a year.
Huh?
So that's an additional, 4 students a
Every year they're getting this, and it's not good enough?
That's an additional 4 students with a 4-year degree
On top of the $400,000 a year contributed to the
a year.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
all right, so now we're getting into the way where I could say if you just pass that little semesterly fee, you could literally pay for hundreds of people
At least to
to
get
go
in.
to college.
Even first year kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, obviously you've got anywhere between 14 to 20,000 people that go to your school. I get it. You could add an extra 200 people to graduate through a program that you fund just because it's how about the 272 families? Like, if you could actually go through and say, these are the family's descendants and anybody who is college age from the 272, we will sponsor you to go through college.
Yeah.
In Georgetown.
Yeah, again, they're paying over $1 million.
All you have to do is keep a C
year.
average or above.
Yeah, per year. No, they will never expect them to maintain a grade point average.
You have to for everything else.
They won't do it. Not for this.
All right, fine. We'll
because
just pay
these
for it. We'll pay for
poor
it.
slave owners, kids, descendants.
Oh, so obviously
or not
they're
owners,
dumb.
but these
Is that what
slaves.
you're saying?
No,
You racist.
they don't deserve to have to be held to that standard.
Because they're dumb.
No.
Obviously.
They do not. They're not deserved to have to be held to a standard. It was not their fault that their descendants were slaves. They got the short end of the stick.
Are you saying that they're dumb because of it?
I didn't say they were dumb. I said that they. I also said they weren't able-bodied either to get a job and make a living on their own and be able to do this stuff on their own. But they're handing them millions of dollars. So, tomato at this point. Good Lord, have mercy! It's just so stupid. You're already giving them a boatload of money, and you're going to turn around and just go, "Oh, well, we're going to do it again." I mean, it's your money, it's your school.
Do whatever.
Knock yourself out.
I'm obviously never going to Georgetown.
Y'all are stupid.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Y'all are dumb.
Right.
1 for giving in, and 2 for going at this level, because this is insane.
So dumb.
The university has undergone changes to scrub the school of its slave-owning past. In 2015, the school decided to rename buildings that bore the names of 2 men that played significant roles in the school's slave trade.
Oh, great.
A hall named after Thomas Mulledy was renamed Freedom Hall, and a hall named after William McSherry was renamed Remembrance Hall. And in 2017, 2 other buildings were rededicated. One to Isaac, the first enslaved person listed in the school's 1838 sale document, and the other to Anne Marie Bearcraft, a black woman who established a school in Georgetown for black girls. Shouldn't she already have her name on a school?
Yeah.
So why did you do it twice?
Because it's not there anymore.
Students' organizations in Georgetown have taken it upon themselves to rectify the school's past injustices as well. Following the death of George Floyd and subsequent Black Lives Matter movement resurgence,
shut up.
Georgetown University's Campus Speaker Fund announced that 50% of its annual budget will go exclusively to, quote, amplify black voices.
I'm sorry, what?
Amplify black voices.
How much money?
50% of its annual budget.
Oh, I got to look up annual
To amplify black voices.
Georgetown University.
You do that. The university's lecture fund, a student group that allocates money to host guest speakers for students, announced that it will give a meager, those are in air quotes, $42,500 of its $85,000 budget to help rid Georgetown's campus of white supremacy. They're only using $42,500.
Only $42,500.
$43,000 of $85,000 to get rid of white supremacy. Did you find out what you're looking for?
Nope, I can't find it.
Boo. What were you looking for?
I was looking up their annual budget.
Oh,
They don't have it.
that's fine.
They don't have it freely available.
No, but that's the university's lecture fund.
Oh, no, you said annual budget.
It says, yes, the university's lecture fund. Oh, that's something else. I'm sorry.
Georgetown University speakers,
Campus Speaker Fund.
announced,
This is Speaker Fund. Campus Speaker Fund.
It's Campus Speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not going to be that big either, because if the lecture fund, which is a student group that allocates money to host guest speakers, which I'm confused. What's the difference between Georgetown University's Campus Speaker Fund and the university's lecture fund that is a student group that allocates money to host guest speakers for students? Does one only speak for students and the other one speak to the faculty? I'm confused. I really don't understand.
Well, it's a big school thing. It's got nothing to do with the fact that, that's $85,000. They got $85,000 budget for that stupid crap.
No, that's what they're quoting right here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
That's for the lecture fund.
Okay.
What's the difference between the lecture fund and the campus speaker fund?
Maybe that's how they use that. That's the
Again,
money they use to bring in people to speak.
That's what that says, though, for the university's lecture fund, a student group that allocates money to host guest speakers for students.
But this is, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
The redundancy makes my head hurt.
It hurts so much. It hurts.
Just saying.
I don't know.
B from the SAV does make a good point. We need elevator music anytime the guys do math on air.
Very true.
We do. That's actually a fantastic idea. I like that idea. So there you go. Go Georgetown.
Yay.
You're not going to last much longer.
No. Page over there on the Facebook. You guys are so bad. Lol.
Yeah. Donna Ray over there, Ivy has her thing on Facebook too. I have 2 associate's degrees and 0 student debt. Got my degrees on scholastic grants, worked my ass off, and where's my $50K?
Well,
See,
it was on your grant.
You shouldn't have been white. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all he's saying here.
You need to pull a Rachel Dolezal, and you probably get your $50K.
That's right. I mean, because that's exactly how that works.
And today is a new day. I mean, tomorrow will be a new day. Start tomorrow. Start that opposite of bleaching process, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that like
but whatever
is that a tanning process?
I
Is
guess
that what that would be.
Whatever. Get a hold of her.
Constant
Find out
tanning?
what Rachel Dolezal's routine is, and go from there.
Her constant tanning.
Yes, whatever that is.
Well, I don't know.
And the best part about this is the as long as they continue to keep giving money and doing stuff like this away, it's just going to make the tuition prices skyrocket even more for those who have to pay.
Yep. Oh, going back to the elevator music for times of math. It was suggested the girl from Ipanema. Yes, I agree. It works.
I may have to dig that up now. Just for giggles' sake to have it.
But just the acoustic version.
Well, yeah, it has to be.
Has to be the acoustic, nonverbal, that just the guitar and background music. That's it.
Oh, I love it. The whole thing is so stupid.
Maybe Jonathan Dunn can give Georgetown a visit. He doesn't charge to give his lectures.
Yeah, but
they won't accept him because he's white.
Well, and I was going to say, remember, I did it at the end of that article. I mentioned that the lecture department or lecture fund spends over half of its budget
just to get black voices.
Well, no, to make sure that it can get rid of white supremacy. And we all know that Jonathan Dunn would be deemed as a white supremacist,
even though he's an Irish.
Yeah, but it would make sense because he is in the heart of Europe where it all started.
No, he's actually on like the side of the UK. It's not really even. No, it's not. It's just the fact that he's so pro-America. That's the only thing that really pushes him that way.
Well, I don't know. They would never have him there anyway.
No, they probably couldn't.
For a myriad of reasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, the tech ruse might be able to actually make it to work tomorrow. Yay!
Congratulations. Cancel President-elect over on the Twitters. This nonsense by Georgetown is the only thing keeping Dylan Lyles from attending there. Harvard is.
No, Harvard is definitely not it.
No. I got not kicked out. I tried going to the local community college over here.
Yes.
The first time I went, and when I graduated high school, I had a 3.9 GPA.
Okay.
I went through it the first time, and I went back a second time because I wanted to because it was just a certificate thing.
Yeah.
And I was dual enrolled, so it was no big deal. But I still left with like a 3.9 GPA.
That's still not bad.
No. When I went back the second time trying to go for psychology and everything else, I ended up not even getting into the program and graduating with like a 1.3. I didn't graduate. I left with a 1.3.
Oh.
Well, and to be fair,
To be fair,
I was newly married for the first time and working full time as well.
Okay. Wow.
So it was not something I was used to, and it was really hard to try and. I was doing a full semester. My schedule was not set, so it was working and not working, and off and
school
opened here, closed here, did school here,
trying to figure out the wife.
And that's
not a good idea.
All of it fell apart. So,
and that's the story of Dylan Lyles.
Answers a lot of questions.
It really does. It really does.
A lot of people are sitting out there going, "Oh, that makes sense."
Oh, you guys are having a big old conversation.
Excuse me.
Jeez. Apparently, there's like hidden sarcastic ninjas somewhere. In the Mojo 50.
Just so we're clear, the ones he's referring to are not people that are commenting in this
thread.
In the thread. They're not.
Nope.
Okay?
They're not there.
Just so we're clear.
Wait, what?
It's not that.
Is it like crystal?
Crystal clear.
Clear as mud.
No, it's clear. It's not anybody in the thread, I promise you that.
Sponsor this hour is American Pride Roasters. That's AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It is historically great coffee. We have the Ronald Reagan in our cups tonight. And I'll tell you what, just like the rest of the coffee, One sip will make you swallow.
I can honestly say I have Ronald Reagan in my mouth.
What are we going to do here?
I'm rolling Ronald around in my mouth.
Oh.
Just let my tongue do all the work there.
Oh, that's so much Reagan.
Fantastic Reagan.
So much Reagan.
Go to our website, doashow.com. Go to the, become a defender. Check out the
like
shop.
freedom.
Tastes like freedom. Ew. Hell. A little musty. Check out the shop and the archive and all that fun jazz. Go to mojo50.com. And thank them for allowing us to be here every night.
Yeah, if you just heard
Because
this.
no one else will. Follow us on all the social medias at DOE Show. Like and share and subscribe and all that fun jazz. Leave your comments as we checking them all as the show goes on.
We got another hour.
Another one. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Wow. That's what you kind of be like,
Just gonna sip that cup. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Oh yeah.
It hit the back of my throat.
Can I get a? Oh yeah. No, nobody.
So close.
Nobody.
No, you looked over at her. I was going to let her do it, but she just wants to go.
Yeah, she'd have done
the
it.
same thing.
I think one of my other kids would have done it.
I don't want to wake the kid up because I know
I'm
this will
talking
happen.
about my oldest.
But I'm saying I don't want to wake the kid up, and I know this will happen if I do it. So.
Oh, she's right there. Oh, she's reading. Okay, good.
She's like, I don't give a damn about you. Shut up. My nose is in a book.
That's fine. No.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Oh.
I really do need to make that a sounder.
Yeah, we do. We need to just go ahead and cut
I
that.
need to quit playing around and just remind me to do that when we're
Stop
done.
playing around with that Reagan.
I can't help it. It's so big. I mean, full. I mean,
It's good. It tastes bold.
so much going on.
It tastes so bold.
It kind of leaves a taste there in the back of your throat.
It lingers.
It does.
Salty and sweet.
I may have to go get more.
You better fill your cup up before it's too late.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I know. This is why we don't have nice things.
Can't take us anywhere.
No.
We need rolly chairs.
We really do.
Yeah. We'll set them aside somewhere. Just roll them in when we need them. And
Yeah, why not? I mean, come on. It's what we got to do. No. I'll find a way. I'll find a place for him.
There's always some place it can go.
You can always stuff a chair somewhere.
That's what she said.
What?
Stuff in the chair.
Somewhere.
Somewhere out there.
All right, Eiffel. Was it Feifel? Feifel?
Feifel.
Feifel. He goes west.
I like that one better than the first one.
Do you really?
I did.
Do you like the cat dancing and the piano thing and the whole deal?
Yeah, I think I liked it because 5-0 Goes West was not as dark.
It wasn't as sad.
Yeah, as just...
It's like, oh, he has friends now.
Yeah, life doesn't suck. And he's still
For
trying
a
to...
small child lost in America.
Yeah, I mean, he's still, it's still rough, but it's not as rough.
A small immigrant child illegally immigrates into America and somehow goes west.
No.
Yes.
Technically,
It's a small rat.
they did not illegally get here. They came over on the boat. They went through Ellis Island.
Oh, that's right. They did.
They did it
And then
legally.
they did, but he got lost.
He
That's
did.
right.
He got separated from the fams.
Yes. That's right. He was a legal immigrant.
He
You are
was a
correct.
legal
You're right.
immigrant.
Yes, I forgot.
Now, nowadays, they would redo it for illegal.
Yes, and it would have come from the border.
Yeah, you would have. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's right.
Odele.
Well, you got to relate to the America.
No, I don't. Shut up.
That's what you got to do.
Gotta do nothing.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Break down.
Oh,
Break down. Go ahead and give it to me. Okay.
break down. It's all right.
It's not all right.
Well, it is all right.
It's not all right. Not the way the world's going right now.
That's very true.
It makes
Peekaboo the
you
Snarky
sad.
Jackal on the Twitters was asking earlier where my glasses were because apparently it looks like you're hosting with a 13-year-old. To which I say, didn't you guys already say I looked like a 12-year-old? So at least I aged a year?
No.
What?
No.
What?
Mm-mm. Good night, Kirk. Slightly, largely gaff-free Kirk over on Twitter. Good night, guys. He almost got no sleep from insomnia. Calling it a night. I will catch up with the rest tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. It's only a few hours away.
Yeah, it's actually.
Hopefully you get some sleep, bud.
close.
I don't
Yeah,
have
get some.
to. I don't have that problem with insomnia. I don't. The girlfriend's
You don't have
mom-
insomnia, but
No, but I'm
you
saying
will
like
stay awake forever.
I can stay awake. Hold on, there's a difference. Like I can stay awake forever. However, I can also fall asleep anywhere, anywhere, under any conditions. That's the military in me. That's the whole, you got to learn to catch your sleep when you can catch it.
Yeah.
You stand in a line and you get like 2 or 3 guys in a row and you just kind of, lean your head on their shoulder and they lean your head on it and you're in and you just lean like
out.
You all stand up, you keep each other held up and you sleep, you close your eyes for a little bit. You just sleep when you can. And
Right.
that's,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you
You can do that. That's because you were trained to do that.
I can't sit unless I'm sitting on the floor at this point in my own home. I can't sit on my couch. I definitely can't sit in my chair because I will be asleep.
I know. You will go out.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
Like it's funny. Like when I have the kids over, I'll sit in the little love seat and both sides recline, and so I'll sit over there and I'll pop the legs up and I'll get comfy and I'll get a blanket because it's been colder and. It's
been cold.
It's been chilly, and I don't have enough wood to start a fire. I got some, but it's not enough to start a good fire.
No hardwood.
It's all dry. It's like 6 logs. 8
Sounds like a
logs.
personal problem.
It is, and it'll burn real fast and be gone. So I don't even bother with it. But anyway, then my oldest will come up and he'll snuggle up next to me. He's like, "Hey, Dad, you want to watch show?" And I'm like, "Sure, pick what you want." The youngest is asleep. He's taking a nap. Pop. Him and I snuggle up on the couch, and the next thing I know, he's long gone playing something. The show's still running,
And you're passed
in a
out.
loop, and I have woke up with drool on my face. So
Something is looping on the TV. You have just woken up and it's 3 hours
yeah.
later.
And we've lost the slug too. Oh, gone with the slug. I got to be sociable with the fam.
Okay. Say hi to the slugs.
No, hold on.
Say
No,
hi. No. Yes.
Why have you not introduced the fam to us?
Right.
Or
just
us to
play
them?
us in the background.
Are you afraid to not have fam when it's over?
Hey, I can play the background.
I'm good. I've always been the background.
My wife gets it.
I
It's a
know.
song reference.
I
and
know.
It's
I'm ignoring it.
it's fine.
I'm ignoring it. We can't all identify every single one of them. That needs to be left up to,
No, well,
audience
it's
to
an
get some-
abstract song, okay?
well, not abstract, more obscure.
Yeah,
Unless you're in the Christian rap era or arena
exactly.
at all,
You're not going to know anything about that. So I'm just going to mention.
But still,
yeah.
sometimes the hard ones need to be left out there to be.
That's what she said.
Speaking of hard ones, Marvel Comics will introduce a gay version of Captain America into their comic book universe.
Yes, it will.
And best of all, he will be created by a transgender writer to celebrate the LGBT Pride Month.
Because that's what we care about.
The new character is named Aaron Fisher. And he will be introduced in a new comic book series titled The United States of Captain America.
No, it's not.
The series will explore various people who don the guise of Captain America, but the first issue will highlight the gay teen version. The gay Captain America, designed by Jan Beelzebub.
It's close enough.
Jan Beelzebub.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
I can't even. Balzadoa.
Bazaldua.
That's why Balzadoal. Whatever.
Basil Dua.
Jan Beelzebub, a transgender comic book artist. Quote, I really enjoyed designing him, and as a transgender person, I'm happy to be able to present any openly gay person who admires Captain America and fights against evil to help those who are almost invisible to society. That is according to Beelzebub. Quote, while I was drawing him, I thought, well, Cap fights against super powerful beings and saves the world almost always. But Aaron helps those who walk alone in the street with problems that they face every day. I hope people like the end result.
If it's like that, then it's going to be boring as crap.
Yeah.
It's like, here, let me help you cross the street. Oh, how about I get your groceries for you? Hey, would you like some flowers?
He literally is a Boy Scout. He literally would be a Boy Scout. So it's
just the gayest Boy Scout ever.
Hi. I want why, and I've had this conversation. As a matter of fact, today I was talking with a girlfriend and her mom. I don't understand. What is the point of one's sexuality? What does that have to do with any of these stories? Unless you're watching a romantic film. Okay? There is no reason ever why there should be any form of sexuality ever, period. Case closed. I'm sorry.
Done. End of story.
It doesn't matter. If it's about Captain America, you don't need to add a love sequence to it. There doesn't need to be a slight love story running through there.
There doesn't need
something
to be the
that
idea
pulls at his heart. No,
there doesn't even need to be the premise or the idea of what they do in the bed
No,
sheets.
it doesn't.
It's not part of.
You could remove that.
No, it's done.
Remove that from
Sure.
That's how you know it's a pointless thing.
Yeah.
You could remove it from the movie and show it to a
nothing.
whole brand new audience who've never seen it before and go, oh my God. And nobody would be any.
They wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care. They wouldn't notice
care.
nothing.
Maybe there's a little sexual tension in there because, well, you can't remove all of it because then there's some scenes that wouldn't make any sense. But still.
Oh no, but I mean, still, I bet you could do a movie where there is zero sexual attention or
But it wouldn't be
connotation
It wouldn't
all.
be hot.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you could remove all of it. It doesn't matter. People weren't into superheroes, weren't into Captain America because of what his sexuality was.
Yeah.
It had to do with the fact that at the time, he was helping to fight Nazis. He was something that the regular man could look to and kind of feel like, hey, you know, even though he's fake, it's something like Superman. It's something to kind of look at and go, hey, we're doing awesome, yay. In a dark and dismal time.
On a dark desert highway.
I know, I thought that too. Well, it turns around and he did do the whole, you know.
Yeah.
But he walks alone.
He walks the lonely road.
The only road that he will ever know.
Don't know where it goes.
Because it's only a one-issue comic book and it'll never last after this.
Nah. It's only one gay teen in a suit. I don't know. What are you wearing?
But again,
like,
but
what
why?
is this?
But why? But again, and then if they force this stuff on it, and that's the problem. If you make a movie, a romantic movie, and it could even be a romantic comedy or whatever, but you could do something where if it's a romantic base, then sure. Okay, I got it. You need to know. It needs to have this premise. You need to set everything up. It needs to be decided. Cool, gotcha, whatever. But enlighten me as to what I'm trying to think. What was the point of Jane Foster in Thor? Seriously,
to introduce her as the female Thor later.
But that shit still hasn't happened yet, has it? No,
Not yet.
not yet.
No.
And she's not going to play it either.
Right, because now she's gotten all social
Yeah.
whatever on it.
So that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, again, the movie Thor had no need for it at all.
But he needs his Jane to come back to
No, he
Midgard.
doesn't.
It's his only tie to Midgard.
Oh. I'm just so tired of it. I'm going so far as I'm tired of like any romantic loves. Like one of my favorite movies, as much as I pick on it, as much as I butcher it, as much as I destroy it every time I watch it, Top Gun to this day will still be one of my favorites just because it is. Okay? I destroy it every single time. The only
great.
The only genuine military stuff is pretty much the beginning intro where it's all silhouetted. That's it. Everything else after that is
Straight garbage.
lies.
Straight garbage.
Lies.
All trash.
That movie would be fantastic. Remove the whole him and Kelly McGillis thing. You get that out of there.
Still great.
It would be the best movie ever, period, hands down. Now it's just, it's good. I like it.
Billy Idol on the YouTubes.
Billy Idol?
Billy Idol.
So many songs just ran through my mind. Oh my God.
Says Aquaman was always gay.
Why? Because he had Aqualad?
That would be a Batman reference, but
No.
no, he was always gay apparently.
No.
Yes.
No, because they had the Queen and stuff in there. And even if he was, so what? I didn't know that.
I don't need to know this.
It's not important to the story.
Not at all.
I'm so irritated by this. Why? Why?
Well, so that they can release the beginning of the comic book.
But I'm just wondering.
In the Quilt Bag Pride Month.
I've got a gay buddy of mine from the Navy I still talk to quite often.
Only one?
At least that I know of.
You were in the Navy.
I know. Well, there's only one I still talk to. I knew of several. There was only one that I still talk to.
Oh.
And that's because I've known him almost my entire military career.
Okay.
So, like, I've known him the longest out of everybody.
Ah.
I'm half tempted to see if he'll come on.
Sorry.
Shut up. I'm half tempted to bring him on and like literally from a gay perspective, like tell me. And he's not right leaning at all.
At all.
At all. You know, not even by a little bit. But I'm pretty sure we could talk to him. I'm pretty sure he'll at least be honest. I'm sure he'll be able to at least give us an insight and explain something. Like, what is the point? Why is it so important to have a gay Captain America? Why? And
You ask the question and it shall be answered.
well, but
B from the SAV. Mm-hmm. Why new irrelevant characters? Easy. Merchandise.
merchandising. The Schwartz will be with you. Okay. That's awesome.
So good.
That is fantastic.
His name is Yogurt.
Kevin Hutchins over Twitter. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Yeah, I thought about that one too. I don't. Why? And again, and the other part of it is why change up? I mean, I know why. Because it's easier to change up something that is already built, something that's already, got popularity, that's already has a following. It's easier to change and distort that than it is to try and create and throw something in there. How about maybe you can't build it from scratch as easily because no one gives a flying fig.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if it's a gay or homosexual or transsexual or albino or whatever superhero. Nobody cares. It's what can they do? Is their powers awesome? What kind of a person are they? Is it relatable? Is it something you can pick up on? You can create and do characters all day long. If it's a hit, the market will take it and run with it, and it doesn't matter what they have or don't have or can attach or detach from between their legs. None. If it is good, if it is relatable, if they like it, it'll go, and it doesn't matter anything else.
It's like the idea behind, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
They made Lady Hawkeye.
I know, hot girl.
whatever. And I haven't heard a single thing about it since. I'm sure they're still releasing.
Now, wait a minute. Are you talking DC?
No, Marvel.
Oh, no. I thought we were talking.
Hawkeye.
No, they did the similar thing with, okay.
Yeah, no.
In
Hawkeye.
DC, they had Hawkman, and for the longest time, and then they go, no, it has to be a girl.
Hawkman.
Yeah, and now it's Hawk Girl.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Marvel. They have Hawkeye, you know.
Yeah, no, I know, but yeah, Robin Hood,
Yeah.
Men in Tights. Got
right,
it.
yeah. Well, they released a new series. We talked about it when they came out with it, where they were doing Lady Hawkeye. And it was a new version. It's like his daughter or something. And that's fine and great, but it didn't really go over that well.
Yeah, again, because
It didn't really hit.
It's because they're trying to change something that has been a certain way for so long, and for no good reason other than because they know that it won't work any other way. So they're trying to build on the popularity and the capital has already been built by somebody else.
Right.
And I'm just
All getting up in the...
I'm so tired of it.
It's just all it is. It's all it is.
I'm so tired of it.
Paige over there on the Facebook. Of course he's happy. Gay. Happy. Oh my God.
No. Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter is at Dylan Lyles saying that I should throw away my Spider-Man annual from 1996 because that's the one where Peter Parker married Mary Jane.
86.
Actually, I would sell that.
Sell it and make a lot of money.
And retire.
Yeah.
Or send it to me and I'll sell it and
Retire.
It's,
Something.
you could donate it,
Right.
that's to Defenders Live.
Right. Yes. That's exactly what.
It could, and that contribution would be tax deductible.
Yes. After we sell it.
Yeah, we're the ones that would be tax deductible. You wouldn't get anything.
No.
If you send it to us,
yeah,
we can
send you
sell
a
it and-
thing that says that we sold it for this much.
Yeah.
And then you could say that you donated it, I guess. But we're also not a 501c3, so I don't think that would help.
That's all right. We'll figure something out.
Probably would. Yeah. In the wake of more left-wing violence and destruction in Portland over the weekend, left-wing mayor Ted Wheeler was asked during a virtual news conference why white supremacists share the blame with anarchists and for the criminal behavior of the streets of Portland.
Because
Even though all the lawlessness consistently points to Antifa and Black Lives Matter militants.
they want you can't have one side completely doing all the bad stuff. They have to blame it on everybody. You can't point at white supremacists as being this boogeyman and then not turn around and go, oh yeah, no, they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they didn't do
They haven't been doing anything wrong.
No.
They can't be a boogeyman if they're not doing bad things. That's why. But I'm sure that's not what he said.
Well, see, that's the thing.
That was not his answer.
Alex
Trebek? He's dead.
No,
God help him.
Zelensky.
Okay.
He's a news editor for the Portland Mercury, who asked Wheeler why a news release announcing the news conference mentioned, quote, anarchists and white supremacists as the problem when only far left militant criminal activity had been detailed during the news conference itself. Wheeler began by saying that he deferred to the Portland Police Bureau for examples of recent white supremacist actions in the city, and then acknowledged the accuracy of the reporter's assessment while offering a response as such. And this is the response.
Just real quick, the only white supremacists that are up there is Antifa.
He said, and I quote, "We are in a time of political extremes." No, we're in a time of political extremes.
Okay.
Criminal destruction coming from self-described anarchist left is kind of where everything is happening from. So it's not a big deal. But we have to acknowledge that in the United States, the number one public safety threat, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation,
Climate change. It's climate change.
is white supremacy.
No, it's
It's
climate
white
change.
nationalism.
No, it's climate
It's
change.
white nationalism.
It's climate change.
Nationalism.
It's been
White
climate change.
Nationalism.
Not according to
White.
Joe Biden.
White nationalism. That's the FBI saying white nationalism. And we certainly saw elements of that coming to bear during the insurrection at the United States Capitol. And we certainly have to keep our vigilance here in the city of Portland. I would expect that, given that we're largely seen as a progressive community, we will continue not only to have the type of activities that we saw on Friday night continue this to some degree, but I would also expect that we will continue to see those who are engaged in intimidation and violence against immigrants, refugees, and people of color to also continue here in the city of Portland, because they know they'll get a reaction.
Okay.
We have to be vigilant regardless of politics involved. There is no room for violence or criminal destruction, and I don't give a damn what your politics are. Nor should anybody else. It's about the behavior.
Okay.
I'm sorry, are you?
Well, no, I'm trying to find out. See, because I know that
Number one threat
somewhere
of the
there's
FBI.
a list. Yeah, and I'm at the FBI website directly.
Direct FBI.
Yeah,
news
and
websites.
it's some letter that was done back in 2020. And
About
I'm
the
trying
COVIDs.
and they're trying to say whether it's terrorism, not moving in social
Yeah,
media,
okay,
this was counterterrorism, blah 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 blah. No, none of those. I'm looking election security, lawful access, China threat, cyber.
Nothing about white supremacy.
No. The only one directly mentioned is that. Let's see if I can find. Hold on.
Well,
keep going. I'm going to see if I can.
white supremacy. So the problem that I see here is that he was asked, "Why are you mentioning anything about white supremacy when Antifa and Black Lives Matter are destroying your city?" And he comes up with that bullshit.
And right out of thin air too. That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's really good at it. I mean, that's what he does. Elsewhere, during news conferences, there was during the news conference, there was plenty of anger and violence and destruction carried out by the likes of Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Quote, the misguided and miseducated anarchists reject civility and instead intentionally create mayhem through criminal destruction behavior, tearing up our city, and this must stop. That was from former state senator Avel Gordley. Nothing on that one?
I'm not finding anything.
You can't find a thing.
Threat assessment, maybe?
Maybe. Threat assessment, white supremacy?
Threat dictate.
White
detection.
nationalism. Threat assessment, white nationalism. You have to add the whole thing.
Do you have to do the whole thing?
You have to do the whole thing, or you're just going to start
going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get stuck. White Woody.
Confronting white supremacy. That was back in 2019.
Okay, all right. The worldwide threat to no. Confronting violent white supremacy. That's from gov.info.gov. Nope. Fact check. Did the FBI director warn about white supremacy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big no.
That's 9/2020 DHS draft document. White supremacists
Wow,
are greatest. Here we go. This is from DHS, but it's from Politico.
That's Politico, but that's the DHS, not the FBI.
Yeah, that's true. DHS is not. It doesn't count.
No.
That's all I'm seeing. Looks like the only person that's ever actually said anything even remotely close to that was DHS.
Which is the Department of Homeland Security and still a federal thing, but it's not the FBI.
Whatever.
And it's not really a threat.
No, it's not a threat. White supremacy is not. Okay. Honestly, white supremacy is not what it is being made to be. Everybody thinks it is Jim Bob and Joe Bob, overalls and raised trucks and Confederate flags and I carry a gun and got a dip in my mouth and I'll sleep with my sister and
No, white supremacy is Georgetown University.
Exactly.
White supremacy is Hollywood.
Yeah.
White supremacy is the left.
Yep.
White supremacy is giving a whole bunch of free crap to people to make sure they're dependent upon you for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. And that's what it's been since, I don't know, 1914 or whenever Woodrow Wilson started.
I was going to say, since they formed the KKK,
Yeah.
basically.
The birth of a nation, all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to that. And it changed from the slaves and on the farms and the plantations to politicians.
And free-range slaves.
And those are the best ones.
Right, because they don't know.
They never know. Ignorance. Well, Adam W. Johnson was like talking about his wife apparently not liking us.
Well,
not
yeah,
finding us funny.
she has no sense of humor.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
That's okay because you know what? They say opposites attract.
That's right. And
So-
so I'm sure you guys have a great relationship, too.
And I agree with her with David Spade. Like I can tolerate him for about 2 lines, 3 lines. And after that, I'm like, shut up.
You typecast, I'm sorry.
No, he's not typecast. He can only play one thing.
Well, for a comedian, that's pretty bad.
That is bad. He's not even a good comedian. As far as the media is concerned, there is no Antifa and there is no spoon.
Right. What do you think caused racism? Climate change, of course.
Duh.
Yeah, duh.
I mean, I just said
Come on.
that. I said it.
Asking for a friend, Jekyll.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It is skiing.
It is. I didn't know that skiing was white supremacy, but
Yeah, it is. You poor bastards.
I didn't catch that because I've never been skiing. So
I did, but I fell off a mountain twice.
how do you fall off a mountain?
I could tell you the story, but it's actually really long.
That's
It-
what
no,
she said.
It really is very long.
That's what he said.
Shut up.
No, trust me.
This is Defenders Live.
Sue me. I had to make sure my troops were okay. Leave me alone. It's my break, and I'll do whatever the hell I want to on it. Thank you very
All right,
much.
whatever. Hey, whatever. What the music was coming on, so
I
was
heard
thinking,
that.
Yeah, huh?
I got it down a
Yeah,
little
huh,
bit
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, have you gotten your stimulus check yet?
No.
Me neither. I'm excited for it though, except
Are
for
you?
it's gonna go to the lawyer.
Are you excited for it?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
it stimulating? Is that what you're saying?
For all of like the 2 minutes I'm gonna have it. Yeah.
Right, because the rest of the money just going out.
Well, and
It's gone.
I've been debating. Like I technically only owe him
a certain amount.
17.
Yeah, well, a certain amount.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into specifics.
That doesn't matter.
here.
Well, I'm just saying. And I'm getting I'm trying to figure out like, obviously I'm gonna pay that, but I still have a little bit more I'm gonna need him for.
Mhm.
So I'm obviously gonna overshoot that. But the question is how much? Because there should still be a couple $100 left over that I would love to actually, I don't know, enjoy for the first time in almost 2 years.
And whenever.
Yeah, because I am severely hard up for like some ink therapy. I really am. I needs it.
You don't needs it.
No, I needs it.
You don't
I-
needs it.
or needs it.
You don't
I
needs
do.
it.
No, you don't know. I needs it.
You don't needs it. You wants it.
So bad. I wants it so bad that I needs it. Okay? I'm like a meth head. After a while,
Must have it, sis.
I'm like a meth head. After a while, you don't have the drug. It starts to become very painful, and you start having withdrawals. And
Needs is it.
they're fat, stupid homicides. So easy.
So good.
So Yeah, so I need to do so. Either that or I need to find out if Great Wolf Lodge is making you wear masks in there.
Probably.
I don't know. It's a water park, for crying out loud.
It's a water park.
It's a water park. So how do you wear a mask in a water park?
Easy. We talked about it the other day.
Yeah, but I have children. I don't need them waterboarded. I can handle me. I don't need them waterboarded.
They haven't quite gotten through the psychological trauma.
Exactly. Just being my kids is toll enough on them. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to take them to do something like that.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. They would have a ball.
That'd be awesome.
I need to know because I'm not going to go sit there and have to wear a mask the entire time. Just saying. But I'm sure I don't know. Just spitballing and burning time. Israeli archaeologists announced Tuesday that they discovery of dozens more Dead Sea Scroll fragments, adding to the already immense collection of ancient biblical texts that date back almost 2,000 years.
That's really cool.
That really is cool. Too
That
bad
is.
Carrie wasn't here to hear that.
I know, but it's fragments, which is another problem for me. It's just like little pieces of paper. It's scraps.
Yeah.
It's scraps. It's like somebody ripped them to shreds, or it slowly deteriorated
fell
over
apart,
time. And
The new discovered fragments contain text from a Greek translation of the book of the 12 minor prophets,
oh, cool.
specifically Zechariah and Nahum,
Nice.
and likely written in the 1st century AD, according to radiocarbon dating.
And I bet you anything, it is pretty much word for word the exact same thing that you see in the Bible currently.
Probably. The discovery was reportedly made as part of a 4-year campaign by the Israeli Antiquities Authority,
Cool.
and is the first such discovery made in 60 years.
Very nice.
Yeah. Among the texts recovered is Nahum 1, 5 through 6, which says, "The mountains quake because of him, and the hills melt. The earth heaves before him, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his wrath? Who can resist his fury? His anger pours out like fire, and rocks are shattered because of him." And then there's Zechariah 8, 16 through 17. "These are the things you are to do. Speak of the truth to one another. Render true and perfect justice in your gates. Do not contrive evil against one another. Do not love perjury, because all those are the things that I hate, declares the Lord." You know what I find ironic?
That these two combined are like, for me anyway, this is like the Lord is the Lord your God. And by the way, these are the things I want you to do. Be honest and understand that you are mine.
Yeah, well, no, but take it a step further. Isn't it just a bit coincidental in the climate that we have today with the society and the world as it is today that
what they find
they
is,
need to have a reminder that God is in control and literally the world is afraid of him, and then follows it up with, "Hey guys, don't be douches to each other. Treat people nice. Treat people with justice. Do as you're supposed to. Don't be evil to one another, and
be
don't
good to
lie,
your
because
neighbor, right.
I, as God, who, if you refer back to before, pours out anger or fire,
the wrath
you can
of
stand
me,
before my wrath and blah, 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 blah,
rock
blah.
shattered because of just me being around.
Yeah. I kind of feel that it's a little bit
the
more
guy,
than coincidence, really.
The guy that makes mountains quake and melts hills,
saying, "Hey, you know what? This is literally this is the dad look." This is the dad look moment.
From two different ones.
Seriously, this is a snap of the finger. Hey, I told you, knock it off. That's what this is. This is God saying, knock it off before he snatches us up and whoop our ass.
I think
that's what's about to happen.
what's going to happen.
That's it.
I think that's what it is. So you should quit.
Yeah, I know. Also unearthed in the excavation is a 6,000-year-old skeleton of a partially mummified child.
Okay.
And a 10,500-year-old basketball.
Basket.
I know. I try to be as smart as he
Basket.
A zero basket, which Israeli authorities said is the oldest in the world.
Okay, were they next to each other, though?
I don't know.
Because if the kid was only 6,000 years old and
Partially mummified.
And the basket was 10,000 years old, what the heck were they doing together?
I don't know. I'm confused about that as well because...
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
You're saying that basket lasted somehow 4,000 years in use?
Yeah.
In use?
Yeah. Or at the very least stayed in that one spot and didn't deteriorate at
in
all.
In use?
No, forget even in use. It just stayed there in the open elements and nothing happened?
No. A naturally made basket.
That just goes to show that everything back in the day when it was made
so well.
was made to last.
Perfect.
lasted 4,000 years.
I mean, when your sandals last a 4,000-mile walk
yeah, that's
in the
true.
sand.
That's true. I'd have taken them off, to be perfectly honest with you. I understand it was meant to keep your off the hot sand. But,
Yeah, scorching sand, yeah.
yeah, but at the same time, like,
It's not the sandals that you think of.
yeah, they move with the feet.
Yeah.
They're not the flat.
Yeah, they bend.
It's not
They're bendy.
like walking on snowshoes.
No,
in the
no,
sand.
no. They're
Yeah.
bendy.
They're bendy
They're
and they
made of
move.
natural fibers.
Yeah, and I got that. I just. The Bedouin shepherds first discovered the treasure trove of ancient biblical texts, now known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, back in the 40s and 50s in a desert cave near Qum.
I want a dessert cave.
I want a desert cave too.
That'd be really cool. Can we have a dessert cave?
Now, but what's in the desert cave? I understand that the temperatures can be
the desserts that I like.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. Like, is it like ice cream or is it pie?
Well, yes, that's there.
Is it both?
Yes.
Cake?
Yes.
Donuts?
Uh-huh.
Jellies and fruits?
Can be.
Not so enthusiastic, I see. Before then, the oldest manuscripts of the Old Testament could only be traced back to the 9th and 10th century AD.
Ah, so now we're back to the first.
Yep. Archaeologists suspect that roughly 80 new fragments of part of a scroll hidden in the caves of Qumran during the Bar Kabak revolt, an armed Jewish uprising against Rome during the reign of Emperor Hadrian.
Bar Kochba.
They were found in the so-called Cave of Horrors in the Judean desert, named for the numerous human skeletons found inside.
Oh, so the Cave of Horrors.
Yeah. No, horrors, not horrors.
Well, it's human skeletons, so.
Yeah, but I got that. But it's horrors,
But
not...
they're bony.
Not... There's a few boner or two that someone knows.
That's what I say.
The cave is situated approximately 80 meters below a cliff top and is, quote, flanked by gorges and can only be reached by rappelling precariously down the sheer cliff.
So you got to spelunk in.
Hope you got your minder's cap. The desert team showed exceptional courage, dedication, and devotion to the purpose, rappelling down the cave located between heaven and earth, digging and sifting through them, enduring thick and suffocating dust, and returning with the gifts of immeasurable worth for mankind. That is the IAA director, Israel Hassan, added in a news release.
That is very epic wording.
That's awesome.
Well done there.
That's awesome.
But honestly, that is great. I'm glad that they discovered it. I'm glad that it's there. I'm glad that we can, learn more and find more, and maybe they can dig a little deeper and find even more.
Yeah. Well, and again, I do find it a little coincidental that the ones that they highlighted, at least here, happen to be everything about, hey, God's pissed and you need to straighten up.
Speak the truth and treat people like you want to be treated
That's
because I'm God and I'm pissed.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. And I'm like, hey,
That makes sense.
it's a little bit apropos, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, let me ask you this. So we were talking about the stimulus a little bit.
B from the SAV, real fast. Maybe antique baskets were a popular item at a weekly cave yard sale.
Oh, thank you. That's good. I like that. Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep. But you may be, pressed to know that some people were much more excited about the stimulus than you or I are.
Why?
Mainly because I'm not really. It's a huge waste of money, but
What's that? The stimulus?
yeah.
It's not a waste of money. They're giving us back our money, though. However, I'm telling you, at some point they're gonna
Charge it back.
They're gonna charge it back to us. They're gonna make us
Indian
pay it.
givers.
One way or another. Yeah. One way or another, we're gonna have to pay for it. We're gonna have to come back out of pocket again.
Uh-huh. Well, see, there was a family out there, and an Indianapolis woman lost 4 family members after
Wow.
one of her children's fathers demanded she gave him a portion of her stimulus.
Wow.
The New York Post reported that the suspect, 25-year-old Malik Halfaker,
Close enough. Half-acre?
Half-acre?
Half-acre.
Half-acre.
I like that.
Half-acre.
Malik Half-acre.
Malik Half-acre
I like it.
is accused of fatally shooting 3 adults and a child after an argument with the woman. Not going there.
Because I could butcher it so badly.
Nope. I'm not butchering a dead woman's name. Halfacre reportedly fought with the woman on Saturday and shot her during an argument. She survived the attack, but her younger daughter, brother, and mother and cousin did not.
Okay, so she lived.
She lived.
So we can butcher
Okay,
it.
let's butcher the name. Gianatrius.
Gingivitis Moore. I like good.
Genetrius.
Genetrius is technically what I think.
Genetrius.
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 God, that's...
More. Genetrius Moore.
No, we don't need more. We need less.
We need
Gingivitis Moore.
less letters, please.
Watch her go by a J or something stupid like that.
Jenny from the block.
Jean.
Gray.
Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Moore's relatives told WXNI TV that Halfacre wanted half of the $1,400 stimulus check and became enraged when she told him that she wouldn't give him any more than $450. Take it or leave it as a response.
Hold on, I'm confused.
Well, he wasn't getting a stimulus.
Well, okay. Here,
I don't know how because
I want to know how.
right?
I want to know why she only got $1,400.
Well, she probably got more than that.
No. But I'm saying if she claimed her daughter,
Kids, yeah. She has
at
multiple
least
kids.
one of them,
Yeah.
then that
She'd
doubles.
get-
At least with the new stimulus has come out, that's doubled
Right.
to 28. So
Something.
she should have $2,800.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know that. He's obviously a moron.
Obviously, but at least the article could have got it right.
No. They did. He wanted half of the $1,400 that he knew about that she got.
So he was too stupid to even do the math that she
right.
was taking all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wanted some of her money, her stimulus money. Cousin Wendy Johnson told the station. She said, "No, you don't deserve any of this. I work, I take care of our children, and you don't do anything."
Okay.
Deadbeat dad.
Okay.
Okay. Her cousin added that he said, "I'm going to get that money."
Wow.
He then reportedly left the house, but came back and ended up shooting the family when he couldn't get his money.
And now he's in jail.
Yes.
So how's that money looking now, bud?
I think he's going to be, the family set up a GoFundMe to help support the family members for their final expenses.
No. That's so sad. That's incredible. I mean, I understand the whole bickering thing. Almost like it would be from a personal type of
Almost
thing.
like you've dealt with it prior.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's like it's never worth killing someone over because now you don't have anything.
Right. You've got nothing.
I mean, I guess he went from
Nothing to
nothing
nothing.
to 4 hots and a cot, but
Right. So at least he's getting fed.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think she chose wrong.
You think? What gave that away?
I think she chose wrong.
The fact that he came in and shot everybody, that...
I think she chose wrong.
Yeah, well,
She chose down.
maybe next time she'll get it right, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Now she has a cool scar and a terrible story.
Chicks zig scars. Guys kind of do too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Kevin Hutchison on the Twitter. Indian giver? That might be the most ironic term in English language.
I know.
I
Isn't
know.
it great?
It's the best.
I know. Cancel president-elect over on Twitter. All things according to his plan. We have found the fire and brimstone stuff at this time in history. It's just pure coincidence.
Right.
Going back to the Dead Sea Scroll stuff.
Complete coincidence.
Don't trouble yourself with this.
Psh, come on.
You could look away.
Look away.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Move along. There's nothing to see here.
Just move along.
Yeah. I feel like actually, you know what? Now, we didn't have time because of time. We should have had this story next to the Georgetown.
Yeah, we should have. I didn't think about
Columbia University is set to offer six.
Count them.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go.
Different graduation ceremonies segregated by race, sexuality, and income level on a move curiously touted by the Ivy League school as, quote, multicultural.
Actually, it's not. It's segregation.
How can you multicultural something when you're literally dividing everything up?
You can't be multicultural when you divide.
Because they're trying to say is a term usually describing the mixture of many cultural or ethnic groups within a given community.
Right.
Well, if you're going to segregate them purely based off a race, then you...
Or sexuality.
Well, I was going to say just the race part.
Right.
Because anybody can be gay or straight. Anybody can be in the upper class or the middle class or the lower class. Okay? Only white people are white. Only black people are black. Only Mexicans are tan. You know?
Not true.
Well,
White people can be tan.
okay, only Mexicans are tan all the time. Year round.
Okay.
And again, I understand that.
I'm not.
You get my point. It's not the
get it.
classiest way of describing it, but the point is,
Right.
is if we're going based off of
Middle
just,
brown is middle brown.
yeah, right. Once it's there, it's kind of there, and you can't.
It's a skin color.
Yeah, your race, your skin color does not determine anything else. You are
Right.
in that group, and that's where you can't have necessarily a multicultural thing.
Okay. So let's okay.
Not according to the reason why they're segregating. Anyway,
Right. To be multicultural, the proper way for a school to be multicultural when they're trying to do ceremonies is to tell the students, we want you all to represent your culture the best way possible, the most avid way possible, the most fluent way possible during the ceremonies.
and so all the black people need to sit in the back.
Well, that's only if a white person's running it.
David Duke. Anyway,
Oh,
I know.
but no. That's how you do that. Like, if you're from an African nation, you bring in the African garb. If you're from if your family's Native American, then you come in, you know, with your Native American.
I don't even go that route. You bring in your experiences.
Yeah, talk about.
Don't
it.
worry about you don't
You
do-
dress up or you bring them in
everybody
or
no
whatever you wanna
everybody
do.
wears the same color cap and gown. Everybody
that's
wears the
because you're
same
supposed
stuff.
to, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Forget the multicultural part is the fact that your experience as an Indian from India, having come here and gone through Columbia University, your experience as a Somalian, your experience as a Mexican, your experience as a Honduran or a Guatemalan or,
Right.
or Barbados, whatever. That's what you bring into it, and
Yes.
you tell people, "This is where I'm from. This is what I lived life as. This is how it was," and everyone else goes, "Holy crap!" Because this is how mine was. No.
Oh, well, that's weird.
That's
this is how it went for
multicultural.
me.
Yeah,
Not
but you can't.
6 different graduation ceremonies
Yeah.
segregated by race, sexuality, and income level.
Okay, so let's just put it this way. Let's not segregate schools. How about we don't segregate schools?
Well, I like the fact that they, again, going back to the multicultural term, it's used describing the mixture of many cultural or ethnic groups within a community.
That's combining.
Yeah. How do you combine
When you separate.
when you're segregating?
You cannot multiply when you divide.
No, it doesn't work that way. Details.
Well, there's only one way.
Oh, here's the best part, too.
There's only one way to multiply as you divide.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Details.
I don't like 'em.
Details about the virtual ceremonies. That's even better. You're not even in the same room together. You're segregated on the computer.
What?
Details about the virtual ceremonies
No.
were shared in an announcement on the prestigious New York University's website.
No, you're not. You're not doing a Zoom call graduation ceremony.
I've been, not I didn't attend it, but I've been to Columbia University.
Like-
it is not all that.
Well, I mean, most Ivy League places aren't really all
No.
that.
Like, it really isn't. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know,
a grungy, beat down.
It is.
old.
Now, there was a really cool diner across the street
That's
from where
nice.
we met at,
I
but
like the diners.
it had some amazing pie. So good. We need to go up to New York. Anyway,
I'm not driving.
I'll drive.
You drive.
I'll drive.
Not my car.
No, you're just been making enough trips. We'll
Yeah.
take mine.
Okay.
We'll take mine. We'll take the girls. We'll go stay for a weekend.
Okay.
The ceremonies, which will be hosted in addition to a main university-wide ceremony, are available to seniors of Columbia College, Columbia Engineering, General Studies, and Barnard College, the university's all-women sister college.
Sorry, what? Mm-hmm. All women sister.
All-women sister college.
There's a. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Complementing our school and university-wide ceremonies, these events provide more intimate setting for students and guests to gather around the computer, incorporate meaningful cultural traditions, and celebrate the specific contributions and achievements of their community in their own community. How dare you bring it to the rest of us? You
don't bring it out of your community. You only keep it inside of your community, separated from everybody else. We don't need that for the rest of the world.
Look, all you Mexicans keep all your Mexican culture over there. Mm-hmm. All of you blacks keep your black stuff over there.
Yeah. Hey.
We don't need it over here. We don't need it to be brought out.
None of that stuff.
You keep it in your community on your side of the computer so none of us have to see it.
Yep.
But you do you, babe. You do you, boo.
Over there.
Over there. Don't come over here.
Over there.
Keep it over there. That side of the screen.
You do there, over there.
Yeah. We'll
No
do
more.
here, over here.
But you do there, over there.
And never the two shall twine.
Right.
The announcements then list
Never cross the streams.
Yeah. Ooh, no, never. Never. The announcement then lists the schedule and description for the graduation events, including on the list are separate ceremonies for Native, LGBTQIA+,
Quilt bag.
Latinx, Blacks, and first generation and or low income students, in addition to ceremonies for Asian and Black students.
Why?
This is so fantastic.
But why?
The Native graduation is Sunday, April 25th at 4 p.m.
Okay.
The Lavender graduation
Quilt bag.
will be Monday the 26th at 4 p.m. The Asian graduation will be April 27th at 10 a.m.
Oh, no. I can already... No.
You notice they're the only one?
No.
Do you see it?
Uh-huh.
The first generation and or low income community graduation will be Tuesday the 27th at 7 p.m.
Uh-huh.
The Latinx graduation will be Thursday the 29th at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And Black graduation will be Friday at 4 p.m. Is there anything anybody noticed about all that? Such a really bad stereotype, but it's funnier than hell to me. The fact that the Asians are the only ones that are in the morning because they're the only ones that are actually driven and dedicated and actually there for a serious purpose because otherwise their family would shun them.
That's not where I was going.
Oh, no, that's exactly where I was at because they're the only ones up working because they've been up since 4.
That's not where I was
Because otherwise it does not bring honor to their family.
That's not where I was at.
Where was yours?
Black graduation is last.
No, I saw that too. And it's on a Friday, just before 5.
It's on the back of the bus.
I didn't think about that one.
It's the back of the bus.
It is the back of the bus. It's the end of the month. Oh.
Uh-huh.
No, look, not only that. Okay, so it's the last graduation. It is on a Friday. It is the last day of the month and an hour before the end of business day.
Yep.
So they get the end of month checks. They get whatever all that crap is, and they get to turn around and have the weekend. Oh.
Everything to make them the happiest.
Wow.
Except for the fact that it's the back of the bus.
Wow. Graduating students have until Sunday to sign up in order to secure their, quote, multicultural graduation gift.
What?
That's their stole, tassel, pin, and other gift.
Okay.
And until Wednesday, March 31st, in order to be listed on the website and at the ceremonies. Again, done on the website.
On the website.
Though it is unclear when precisely the ceremonies were first announced, the news was reportedly first brought to light earlier this month by Mercury Muroki, a senior researcher.
Mercy.
What?
Mercy.
That's what I said.
No, you said Mercury.
Did I?
Yeah.
I was reading too fast.
That's fine.
It is Mercy. Mercy Muroki.
Yeah.
At least I got the last name right. And that's
that was the best.
shocker. Yeah. Senior researcher at the Center for Social Justice and graduate student at the University of Oxford studying social policy. In a tweet, Muroki said, quote, racial and sexually segregated graduation ceremonies, one of the best universities in the world, 2021. If you want to know...
That was finger quotes.
That was finger quotes.
Air quotes.
If you want to know what going backwards look like, this is it.
You're right.
It's true.
Yep.
Hosting segregated graduation ceremonies is not necessarily a new idea.
No.
In 2017, Harvard University, Harvard, graduated students successfully made a push for separate graduation ceremonies for black students. And by 2019, the idea had become mainstream, as more than 75 colleges reportedly hosted black-only ceremonies.
And that is wrong.
It is. However, by offering 6 separate diversified gatherings all at one school, Columbia is certainly breaking ground.
Very diversified.
It is. I know.
A lot of diversification.
I'm just saying.
It's also not multicultural,
But it is.
but it's not.
It is, but it isn't. It's there, but it's here. It's not there.
It's, you know.
Sometimes
it's
you feel
not.
like a nut and sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy has nuts.
And Mounds don't. Go to DOAShow.com. That's our website. Become a Defender with us. Check out the archives, the shop, and all the other cool stuff over there.
Yeah.
Go to mojo50.com.
Yep. That's where you can find basically
The entire lineup.
Yeah, of everybody.
All the way better places to go. Check them out. And again, tell them thank you for letting us still be on here
Because we are.
we would have nowhere else to go otherwise. Go
Right.
to DOA Show at all the social medias at DOA Show. Like, share, subscribe, follow, piss off your family members. We're good with that stuff.
Yeah.
This whole hour was brought to you by American Pride Roasters, AmericanPrideRoasters.com, the literally historically great coffee.
He still has the Reagan in his mouth.
I know, and it's guaranteed to swallow every time it's put in there.
Uh-huh.
Every single time. Guys, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.